Alright, so here today, I thought that I'd remind you about this little function that exists. That function being the rerun function. Yes, it is real. This game does have reruns. Not on collaborations yet, but that could change. Remember, Chance of Man was mentioned. It was mentioned. Just imagine. Oh my god, community, rage just everywhere. Can't wait for that. Today, though, we're going to go through the rerun stuff, talk about what we can expect, what rates it is, again, what the kind of thing is with this entire upcoming summer thing. I hope they change it, but probably they're not going to change it. Last time, in my opinion, it was still very hard to obtain the character. People said that this is enough. I still failed. I did about 110 or 120 summons, and I didn't get a single of the old characters. I only got, I think, 3 SSRs. 2 of them were dog crap. 1 of them was the rape unit, and then Nikke I got pretty early with 20 summons. So collective, let's say like 100 to 150 summons altogether, and no rerun characters pulled. So what can we expect from the upcoming reruns, which is again the summer banners releasing within the next 4 weeks? Let's find out. Let's hop over there. But yes, hopping over here to the December dev notes. This was the dev notes basically to announce the Christmas events, right? This was the dev notes for that. Again, we are awaiting our summer dev notes. If they were to release that, it has to happen soon. Again, I don't know what happened to dev notes because they said that we have so much information that we can't pile into this video here, which was the stream. And they said they're going to release the dev notes soon. And since then, it's been already 2 to 3 weeks. With no announcement besides that. So I'm wondering when the dev notes is going to come out. I'm hoping it's not the scheduled dev notes at the end of the month, but it looks like it is the end of the month dev notes, but we'll see. Maybe I'm talking crap here and tomorrow the dev notes comes out. Who knows, right? So again, December dev notes 2023. This was the December Neverland event. First off, they also surprised us with the fact that they're going to be fully voicing the entire event. They did not say that this time on stream. They did not say we're going to fully voice the summer event. I think the first part of summer wasn't voiced, but the second part was, or maybe it was just voiced. I don't remember. It's been so freaking long, dude. I do not remember, but maybe it was voiced. I have no idea. So I don't want to like make that a point, but it could be voiced. I don't remember again. First rerun character. So this is the first ever rerun, which was Christmas, which was the first ever set of limited characters. Recently, we received many feedback about rerun events and rerun characters. As such, we decided to bring back Rupee Winter Shopper and Anne Miracle Fairy as the first rerun characters, which again, they clearly say first, meaning there's more to come, which are the second now rerun characters being this one, but the first summer characters that are rerunning. Correct? Correct. In anticipation for the winter event. The rerun mechanics are based on the incorporation of the previous survey answers and the internal discussions results. And these are them as follows. So basically, this is what it is. During the event, Rupee Winter Shopper and Anne Miracle Fairy will appear in the limited time recruitment with other new limited Nikkes with a certain probability. The chance of recruiting an SSR in the winter event limited time recruitment is a 4%. So a standard 4%. Well, the chance of recruiting the new Nikke is 2%. Then the probability rates are the same as the current ones, of course. The chance of recruiting a Pilgrim is 0.5%. The chance of recruiting an SSR character will be lowered to 0.5% from the current 1.5%, and there will be a 1% chance newly added of recruiting the rerun characters. So basically, let's say for the scenario, correct? When we have our first rerun, because we shouldn't have double summer reruns back to back, I think the way they'll do it is they'll rerun theoretically just Mary first and then Neon during that, making it 2 characters. Those 2 characters will debut on a 1% banner, 0.5 for Mary, 0.5 for Neon, and boom, that's your entire process. So it's a 2% chance to pull, let's say, Summer Mahara, right? Boom, let's say, even beyond that, Summer Isabel, because I'm going to cope here. Summer Isabel is going to release, right? So that's a 2%. 2% for Summer Isabel. Now, a 0.5% for Summer Neon, and a 0.5% for Summer Mary, making it a 3% banner. So it's a 2% plus a 1%, basically, 3% altogether. So basically, every time you get an SSR, high chance of limited character, which is kind of cool. Then on top of that, not only that, it's a 0.5% chance for a Pilgrim. So basically, it's a very hard banner to fail on. It is, right? But I will say this now, I failed. A lot of people failed. Because remember, you could theoretically pull like 5 Miracle Ands before you pull one single Winter Shopper Rupee, right? People know how hard it is to pull Crown. It's going to be pretty hard to pull these rerun characters. So again, if you missed out on it, this is kind of why I say don't miss out on reruns, limited characters, because when they rerun, the mechanic is pretty garbage where you're not pulling it. And again, I know people are going to be like, dude, 3% out of 4 is a huge thing. It's true, but most of the percentage is pulling the new character, right? Again, I summoned, a lot of people summoned, most people didn't get Winter Rupee, most players didn't, so that's what's going to happen. Remember that, all right? But again, that's just like my 10 cents there. When it comes to, like, if they do it this way where all 4 characters are at one time and it's a 0.25% chance per character, you're done for. You're done for. But there was also a saving grace, which was the pity system, basically, correct? The pity system was implemented again, where you did have the chance to actually pity the characters using gold mileage tickets. This says right here, the Rerun characters can be also obtained via the 200 gold mileage tickets during the limited time recruitment. So that's also there. The way that I would have said is the better idea to do it was to separate the banners. It doesn't matter if there's 4 banners active. Who gives a damn, right? You do the new character plus the other character that launches, so 2 new characters, and then the 2 separate banners are the 2 old characters. Correct? So 4 banners active at one time, but if you want the character, chase the character on a 2%. Yeah? Oh, but there's so many banners of summoning on, I'm gonna like waste gems. No. Theoretically, if you're just summoning on a 2% and a 2%, it's much higher of a chance than 2% and a 0.5%. And you're only chasing 1.5%, right? So remember, theoretically, that was my idea, but it failed. So I guess that they went for this, which again is not inherently a bad thing. It's just if you're really looking in this case for Summer Anise, who still is a pretty freaking good character, it's gonna kind of suck, right? In my case, I kind of want to pull Neon, even though she's garbage. But in my case, am I gonna actually pull Neon? Again, a very low chance. The only guarantee I really have is to use gold mileage tickets. But again, I'm just sharing this with you, just so you know. My take doesn't really matter. It's up to you. You could love this, right? Again, it is theoretically it is good. 3.5% on paper sounds good. It's just when it comes down to pulling that 0.5%, it's a little rough. It's a little rough. If I do see Isabel in this banner, I'm gonna punch a hole in my monitor, make that clear. And yeah, that's where we currently stand. Just gotta make that point in there. But yeah, that's what they actually announced the dev notes back then. That's what they went with. We don't know if they've received more feedback since then. Given they haven't said anything since then, I don't think they've actually cared about it. So they kind of moved on from that. But yeah, probably they'll rerun it this way. So again, with the first rerun, I think they're going to do Mary and Neon, and then with the second rerun, when we have the second set of events, because again, remember, it was like this, right? We had this come out first, which was, you know, kind of 4 weeks from basically now, and then 4 weeks later, they had then Masked, and then they had, I think, Nero released, 2 characters released. I don't know who the 2 were. I think it was Nero and Masked, but 2 released, and then they went into the next part of summer. So they give you a 4-week break, then went to the next part of summer. So if you're looking for Anise and Helm, those are 2 characters you'll aim for around August time, which again, August 3rd is where they got it last time. In this case, if we follow everything proper, June will be the first summer, then 4-week break for July, no summer, then August will be summer part 2. Correct? The only thing is, if they choose this year to do Stellar Blade only, what happens this summer? How are they going to do that? Are they going to compile summer into one thing? How are they going to do it? Those are things we don't know as of right now. But again, time will tell on those fronts. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I think you'll agree on this one, to put summer reruns back together and make it 4 characters on one banner being 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. Makes no sense. Maybe then you do a banner like 4%. It's pure, just limited characters only, but they're not going to be that nice for that, making it like a 2%, right? So 1%, well, not that, like this, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, being a 2%, plus the rate up 2%, so it's just entirely limited. I don't think that's going to happen either. So again, I think it's going to just remain to be 2 parts of summer, 1 rerun over here, 1 rerun over here, and again, 0.5, 0.5, and again, 0.5, 0.5. So that's my opinion. We'll see, though. And again, that's how they kind of did it with these 2 characters. They reran them, same way, same thing. Again, this time also realized that these characters are pretty solid, whatever they're rerunning, compared to, you know, Anne and the Miracle Snow Ruby. It was kind of mediocre. This character's S tier. This character's S tier. This character's triple S and that, double S everywhere else, right? So you see that it's kind of a difference there. Poor old Neon is sulking at the bottom. Where is she? Where's my girl Neon, bro? I'm telling you, like, think about the big 3. Neon is not included anymore. It's just a big 2. Where's Neon, bro? She must be F tier. They didn't put F tier in. Whoops, this game. It's a fraud tier list now. If she's not F tier, she's not real. Neon Blue Ocean. You know one of the funniest things? I haven't got to like roast those people. People really said this character was S tier day 1. And, like, literally, I had people like, dude, she's S tier. All these content creators getting it wrong. Oh my god. Bro. Even JP couldn't find a use case, and they wailed on her. And they still couldn't find a use case. They said it was just for the fan, for the what was the word? For the culture. That's it. It's the only reason they summoned for her. So still to the funniest thing ever. But again, that's what I wanted to share with you. Up and coming 4 weeks from now, we should have summer. We'll see how they do things, and if this time they cook up. I'm hoping for some good summer characters this time, but we shall see. So take care, have fun. Right now we have 4 weeks of savings. That's what you gotta do. Save. You know what I mean? Next banner should get announced tomorrow or the day after. Stay tuned. All right? Take care.